Equations between allies are never open and shut cases, especially election season. Allies are allies, potential allies, non-existent allies, but as the BJP says nowadays, the whole world's an ally perhaps, except the left and the Congress party. So what exactly is going on between the Congress party and Lalu Prasad is extremely interesting. Right now there's a cabinet meeting going on. We are going to go straight across in just 30 seconds to Nandita Suneja to give us a deep update on that. A cabinet meeting being unofficially boycotted by Lalu Prasad. Paswan's not attending. They're sending their junior colleagues. Raghuvansh Prasad's representing Lalu Prasad. But there is a whole world of difference when Lalu doesn't make such an important personal appearance in a cabinet meeting which has strong, obvious political contours. But there's much more to the story than that. If you thought it was only Lalu Prasad who's being standoffish with the Congress, the story is completely different. It seems the Congress party, on the other hand, is being standoffish with Lalu Prasad. Nandita Suneja has many more details on that story. Nandita, you're at that Prime Minister's meeting, that cabinet meeting which is going on. What more details can you tell us about the meeting and these new developments between the Congress and Lalu?
Well, Arnab, the meeting is just about wrapping up, in fact, right now, and administrative loose ends are supposed to be tied up at this meeting. But unofficially, many believe that this is the one chance where a thaw can be created by the Prime Minister among the non-Congress members in the cabinet. And for 3 days, we've been talking about how miffed Lalu has been with the Congress, and even his, the way he addressed the media yesterday, someone who loves the cameras otherwise, choosing to completely stay away, not talking. At least Paswan's a bit diplomatic. He says that everything's well with the UPA, but Lalu has made his displeasure very well known. In the morning, we were talking to certain senior leaders within the Congress, sources high up, who gave rather surprising inputs. They say that if Lalu wants to play hard, we're going to play harder. So the Congress is equally miffed with Lalu. They say that they're not going to try and convince him to come and attend this cabinet meeting. He can do as he pleases. We're only going to start our channels of communication with Lalu after the 16th, when the votes are out, when the mandate is clear. And interestingly, Sonia has not spoken to Lalu either in the last couple of months. So yes, displeasure is there from both sides, and whether the secular divide, if one so gets created after the mandate, whether that secular divide is going to see both of them again on the same side or not, that is something that's going to be determined by politics.
Nandita,
for the time being, it's an out-and-out war between Congress and Lalu.
Nandita, briefly, is it true that the Congress party's policy for now is go soft on Paswan, be tough on Lalu?
Arnab, Paswan seems to be a smaller player as far as the Congress is concerned. They're not saying much against him, but you also have to see Lalu and Paswan's responses. Remember, in the morning today, Paswan played it down. He said that everything is okay with the UPA, I'm still partners. So he's very diplomatic, but Lalu, perhaps some might say that he's facing a tough election back in his state, not so comfortable about his own constituencies as well. And that's why the displeasure, the anger and the miffedness is being seen much more on cameras when Lalu talks. And perhaps that's why he gets a much rather aggressive response from the Congress in turn.
Also following that story with many more inputs, Maruk Inayat. Maruk.
Right, Arnab, like Nandita mentioned, as far as this particular crucial cabinet meeting is concerned, and the fact that they've sent their junior emissaries, both Lalu Prasad as well as Paswan of the LJP. Now, you see, as far as this particular meeting is concerned, all the top allies of the UPA are there. But what is really missing at this point is that both these crucial players that we are looking at, as far as Lalu Prasad goes and LJP's Paswan is concerned, they are missing. Why are they missing? On the one hand, the comments were made by Rahul Gandhi. We heard Nandita say that Sonia Gandhi is not talking to Lalu Prasad, but Rahul Gandhi has made open overtures to Nitish Kumar. Sources say both these leaders very upset with that comment. On the face of it, Ram Vilas Paswan in fact came out and said that nothing is wrong with our alliance as far as we are still with the UPA, but sources say clearly very upset. At the same time, by making this particular statement of not attending the cabinet meeting personally, both Lalu Prasad and Ram Vilas Paswan are making it clear that at this point when we are resentful of what the Congress is doing. So the Congress might be playing hardball, but at the same time both Lalu and Paswan are also playing hardball and trying to look at other possible allies. But like they say in politics, come May 16th, if the numbers suit them, then any political alliance is possible, and they might just see all of them in New Delhi together.
Well, the dangerous thing for Lalu Prasad is going to be if the Congress manages to crack Paswan. That's danger. That's the red signal for it, because he needs Paswan's help in the absence of the Congress in order not to face political extinction in the next state elections in Bihar. Isn't that right, Navika?
That's right, Arnab. Paswan comes with a huge Muslim vote base, and that's something that has been shying away from Lalu, at least this elections, if ground reports are to be believed. And clearly, Lalu doesn't want to be left in the political wilderness and needs an ally in Bihar. And Paswan suits his purpose very well, though in 2004, when they just entered the UPA, there were huge open differences between them. Lalu at this point wants at least one ally on his side, and he's extremely miffed with the way things have gone with the Congress at this point. The fact really here, Arnab, is also the issue that the cabinet meeting was called after the Bihar elections were over, and what was being seen by Congress as an effort by the Prime Minister to test waters if it was all right for Sonia Gandhi to make those overtures to Lalu Prasad to bring him back into the UPA fold before May 16, so that the UPA could put up some sort of a united front. That clearly is not happening.
Right.
And what we learn from our sources is Lalu wants the Congress to prove its fidelity with him, its loyalty to him, by doing something between now and the 16th before he bites their bait. Right. And this time around, he sent only junior partners, though he's sitting in Patna, elections over, he's just simply sulking.
Well, the fact is, the story's never over till it's over. Where will Lalu go? Will he manage to come together back with the Congress party before it's too late? That story is not over. Also not over, as we reported right on top of the political juice today, it's not over the story about whether Prakash Karat's inflexible position vis-a-vis the Congress party is the final chapter in that drama. We'll know next on the 18th when the Central Committee of the Left meets where that story is going to go. Thanks for joining us on the political juice, and the News Hour is coming up next with the big debate of the day.